Pitika Ntuli, upon receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award recently. Educated in Swaziland, South Africa, the United States of America and the United Kingdom, he's one of the most valued opinions in this country when it comes to cultural, political and social matters. Today, the poet, visual artist and academic is the cultural icon that Lebutinani and I put under the spotlight.
Prof, welcome to Morning Live.
Yes, good old friends.
Thank you so much for welcoming us into your home. What makes art worth waking up for every morning?
I think art is a very different language that speaks in many ways. And when I wake up in the morning and I look at a sculpture, I see stories. Mm-hmm. When I wake up and I hear a voice, I hear some poems. Mm-hmm. Art is there in order to oil our lives on a day-to-day basis, not only on the stage but everywhere we are.
So who planted that seed that would lead to a professor who is a talented and celebrated visual artist, poet and academic? Who planted that seed that gave you confidence in your creativity?
I think everything about me when I was little was militating against me being an artist. There were no art books, there were no art galleries, there were no artists in the township where I was. It was all absolutely blank. Then at one stage, my father was a priest. His brother was a big sangom. And then the sangoma didn't realize that I was actually being initiated to become a sangom. When I was about 15, 16, he made me sit in front of a tree and said, "Don't stand up until that tree speaks to you." And I sit down looking at this tree, and I knew the tree is not going to talk to me. I began imagining that this tree, if it was a human being, how would it be? The branches of the trees were people saying "Viva." I shouted, "Viva!" And then he said, "The tree has spoken to you." 10 years down the line, I was in exile in Swaziland, and I was sitting in front of the tree because I was busy the old man. I saw people in that piece of wood. I took my bakkie, bought a chisel and a hammer, and did my first work of art, being taught by the most ignorant person in the world, myself.
So let's speak about this young man. He's in Swaziland, then he gets an opportunity to study in the US. Take us through this process. What happened and how did you end up studying in the US?
I mean, once I was outside the country, I was in exile. Everything was absolutely very hostile. I mean, I was in Swaziland, feeling a bit comfortable, but again, being hunted every day. When an opportunity came that I should go over to the States as a Fulbright scholar, and in the best art institution, Pratt Institute that existed in the world, then, for me, it was like the heavens had opened up, and it is raining blessings, and it is being met by the ancestral forces coming from underneath. It was an absolute beautiful opportunity and a challenge, because when I came in there, I was asked questions of myself in the corridor where God and the archangel sit and drink their tea.
So what led you to pursue?
This is up here, demonstrate maybe at some stage, playing that. And then being a son of a priest, and I thought I would be a priest.